What's up guys, I'm Dmitry. Visiting coolermaster is always fun. Let's see what they have in store. But first, huge thanks to our sponsors, Thermaltake, Corsair, Phanteks, MSI, and Razer for making CES possible.
Alright, I'll tuck this in.
So this is what happens when we get swag. We got a women's large. Put yours on.
I have a hoodie on already.
Alright, check this out. So this was not expected at all. We got the Hardware Canucks dust filters with printing over here on the new Q500L and Q500P. Now if you guys recall, this is that whole modular micro ATX enclosure that have now been modified to support ATX motherboards. I find that whole direction really good because the enclosure itself, you know, because of the perforation on all sides, it means you can mount all types of things regardless of you know, where the fans are located on the top frame or the front frame. And now, because the power supply has been relocated, because of the power supply bracket, you basically open up a lot of space at the bottom. So this is the power supply bracket that will now be installed at the front of the case. It only attaches with several screws to some of the perforation material over here. Now the thing is, you could technically align the power supply bracket with the power supply at the bottom as well to turn it into the traditional micro ATX form factor if you want the power supply at the bottom. But the whole idea was to just make some room so that you could fit a long graphics card and an ATX motherboard inside a micro ATX chassis. They're also trying really hard to expand their modularity elements for the Q500L and Q300 series cases with these almost like fabric pieces that you can magnetically mount to the front or the top. They are still working out on the ventilation areas, but they're, I think, really hoping they would stick with the gray color scheme. And they have a bunch of all types of patterns on dust filters, which I find really cool, especially for the lower TN model, because that way you can customize the exterior so it's not just a bland metal box, but have these cool filters that reveal a unique pattern. They're also working on different plates and different colors, so this is not wood, it's just a plastic piece that looks like wood that you can mount on the corners, which I find really cool. The customization element with handles as well, and really going kind of like out of their way to also make these whole thing stackable, so you can actually install a second case on top of the original case if you're going for that type of thing. And the I/O has now been improved with the Type-C Gen 2 connection added. Alright, so I found the H500P mesh. This is by far my favorite color. This is the ASRock edition, so some red accents which are tasteful, but the metallic gray is still here. What a beautiful release. Let me know if you agree.
Cheers. Cheers.
Once again, we're drinking at an event.
Isn't ideal, but if I don't sound like a robot anymore.
So this is interesting. We're at the coolermaster suite, and they have a professional editor over here working with Premiere.
That's me.
Yeah, we got the new keyboard behind there. A little beer. Sounds like a fun time at coolermaster.
Cheers.
And then we have the new Masterbox NR600. So it's the refreshed model from the original N600. I like this approach. It's kind of basic, very similar to the 350X from Phanteks in terms of the layout. So tempered glass side panel, power supply, the shroud that's kind of built into the frame. I do like their approach for the front panel because it's kind of like a dust filter and a mesh at the same time, so there's nothing blocking the airflow. And the internal frame is kind of cool because there are three fan blades built into the same 360 sort of combination, which is pretty cool. A $69 enclosure, and there's the NR400 that is a micro ATX variant. Basically everything the same in terms of power supply shroud that's built in. We have a little space in the front for power supply shroud to fit through, and the NR400, as you can see, looks pretty compact. A micro ATX variant, $59 version here. So really happy to see the N400 and 600 get updates. So that's all that's new with coolermaster in terms of case design. The new Q500L and P and the NR400 and 600. Let us know if you'd like us to review any of these. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.